Daily sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today we start the new year with an NFC matchup out west between the San Francisco 49ers and the Los Angeles Rams. And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. Here's Lance. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. Finding room at midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play that time on the catch and run. 36 yards.
But he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. First down, here's Mitchell. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Elijah Mitchell, 46 yards. And the Niners are on the board here first in the season opener. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0.
Niners 7, Rams 0.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. To throw is Stafford. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown. A great effort there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Rams are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 63 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. On first down, they go back to Mitchell. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Crack open. Crack one.
And the tight end goes in motion left. Right back to Mitchell here. And he's got room. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. But what does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They run over center with Mitchell. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Here's Lance to throw it. And this pass caught by Gray. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, don't tell any defensive coordinator I played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the 4th down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot if that's what they want to do.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Now this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 where probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Stafford on 3rd down. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he is going to have a Rams first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Inside handoff to Mixon. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Stafford. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Nick Bosa in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
So now Stafford and the Rams, after the sack, they're staring up at a 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught along the sideline. And what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Mixing up the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter. Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Now it's Stafford. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 26. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Stafford. To the right side and complete to Atwell. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Stafford popping this forward. It's a jet sweep. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
2nd down and goal. Stafford. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Mixon is going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Extra point by Gain is up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. The Lance going to throw. Going for the deep ball. And this will be caught at the 30. A big play there for the Niners. 42 yards. Hey, they made no bones about it. They wanted to throw this rookie right into the fire, see what he could do. He shows what he can do there.
And you have to really put the time and effort in, because playing a receiver in the NFL is a difficult task. And for a rookie, all that you have to learn to get on the same page with your quarterback, that's excellent coaching. And how about how he's picked things up?
Picking things up in a big way with a big play in his NFL debut. Lance now on 1st down. That's caught downfield by Kittle. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll run with Mitchell. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 89 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets him down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Mitchell again. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get a 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Mitchell will get into the end zone for a 49er touchdown. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack. And you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line. And he's able to take it into the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 17-14. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on. Both sides moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points going on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Once again, they run with Mixon. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of people are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
And as a quarterback, you're always pleased when you can use all the weapons at your disposal. Here he spots his fullback underneath, gets the completion right there for a nice pickup.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Stafford. They're trying for Rager, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
On the counter, Mitchell. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. A give here to Mitchell. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 115 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener. Another run with Mitchell. Down to the 22-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth, and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And now they'll throw with Lance. Looking for Wright, and he finds him. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Ready.
Here's a toss right side to Mitchell.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Once more with Mitchell. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Third and goal. This L.A. Rams defense will try to bow up once more. They'll try to run with Mitchell.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And this one is right through. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
He'll get this right back to Rager.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
That's on the guard, David Edwards.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. But found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
On third down, Mixon. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. Here comes the Rams punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Throwing on 1st down is Lance.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 35.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the 3rd quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
Right, 97. Black Ultra.
1st down, here's Mitchell.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
141 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Here we go, set.
Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Lance now on 3rd and goal.
Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel from 8 yards out. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
I think it's easy to say mission accomplished on that drive. The goal was to increase the lead. They did exactly that.
Now the 49ers electing to lead the offense out there and go for 2. Lance going to try to throw for this. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy quarterback.
And I think really good defenders can sniff out those screen passes. Just something that they can feel, something that they can sense about how the quarterback drops back or how the linemen are just a little slow to block the oncoming rushers. He read it perfectly. Got in there and made the play.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it and into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. As confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit, and that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
And he's taken down inside the 30. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Stafford on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes if they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback. They've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down." They love being physical.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel. Mike McGlinchey, the Notre Dame man, guilty on that one. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Running left, here's Mitchell. And some room to roam now. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They run it with Ward. And some space here. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Niners are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
42, Rams 14.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Mixon with a first down carry. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Play action. Stafford. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need. That's exactly what they got done.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Stafford. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
With this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Another try for Mixon. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Joe Mixon, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Rams get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
It certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's right. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47.
From the gun, to give to Mitchell.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down.
And some nice running, going to get him down close to a 1st down at the Rams 38. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell.
And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Stafford. That'll be caught. Rager with him. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Stafford now to throw. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Stafford. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. A gain there of 21 yards.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
On 1st down, it's Stafford. He finds his man, complete. It's Schultz. And he's going to get this down near the 25. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly it's some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield. Touchdown, Rams! A great play there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Rams have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. And the 49er hands team does its job. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They run over center with Mitchell. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Defensively, no doubt they need a quick stop. Offensively here, maybe do you put it in the air on 2nd down, or do you go ahead and keep it on the ground, keep that clock moving?
A lot of people would ask that question, partner, because sometimes throwing the ball might actually be the path of least resistance. But in this case, it's a matter of trust. How much do you trust your quarterback? Because you throw the ball and it goes awry, you really don't look smart as a coach.
Yeah, then you stop that clock.
Okay, right? Opposite, 3.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. And he's going to be met at about the 43. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Check right. Yellow, 1. Ready?
On third down, here's Mitchell. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So first and 10 now from the 30. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. This was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week one. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the Niners, they begin the new year 1-0 as they come out victorious here.